Good evening. Good evening from Wales. Hello, wherever you are. It's Yvie here, Yvie Juniper-Johnson. Hi, Oliver. Howdy. And the chef is in the room. The chef? The sheriff, even, with his sheriff badge. So I'm going to be doing my last Behance thingy bob. What's it called? Live stream. And I'm going to continue with Folktale that I started 2 weeks ago. Very simply because the Mari Lwyd is coming up in a couple of weeks' time as a custom, so I thought it'd be nice to at least try and get some of that finished. I'm good, thank you, Oliver. I've had not enough sleep, but I've had enough rest. Thingy Bob is close enough. Yep, true that. How are you doing? It's Thursday. No, it's Wednesday. Gosh, it's Wednesday. I am ready for my digital detox. So once I've done this Folktale prompt, the prompt was bones, and once this session's over, I am going away for a few days for a rest, proper rest, and then when I get back, I plan to just put out into the world the work that I haven't put out from this year, and just put it out there so that I can start 2025 afresh with a new batch of ideas, projects, and probably, what is it? So next week is still the week before Christmas. So it's probably from about the 20th that I will be completely switching off, hopefully, to social media. Other than Monday, gosh, I almost forgot. Monday the 16th will be the final live stream on Behance, but that one will be hosted, myself will be hosted by Delta Tango Mike, another Fresco illustrator who has graciously said he will host streamers. That means I don't have to worry about setting all this up. And yeah, so after Monday, which will hopefully just be a nice chat with another illustrator using Fresco, maybe doing some fun little activity, drawing activity, I'm not quite sure, maybe, I don't know, caricature, something a little bit free and fun. Then it's the big break. I think we all need a big break from time to time. I hope you get one, Oliver. I hope you gave yourself a nice break. And yeah, so I think 8th of January is the day that I've decided I will restream again, and that will be on Twitch. So far, this is my 18th episode. Crikey, 18 episodes. And I have 13 uploaded to YouTube so far as videos. I still have to work through all of the text to make sure that's accurate. And then, wow, it'll be another 2025. I will be live streaming on Twitch and uploading videos to YouTube. I did not think that would be happening in this lifetime. Oliver says I have a few days off work between Christmas and New Year. Yeah, same for Tom, which doesn't seem enough, but hopefully they're good rest days for you. with the festivities either end. So this Mari Lwyd is a, I think, is it not quite New Year? It's like a winter solstice-y week where the Mari Lwyd comes visiting. And what I'd managed to get up to last time was find a lovely rake brush that gave me the musical notes, the staves for the musical notes. And you know what? I had a look at some actual horse skeletons, skulls, and they have a lot more teeth along the side, which I didn't account for. But also, it's actually a little, you know, the whole thing can be quite spooky. More florals, more ribbons, but also sticks and wreaths coming off it as well. So what I think I would like to do, because that I think I would like to have some more detail available, I just want to work on getting the houses done, just get some detail in there, get those done so that I can have this background all finished. The grey mare, that's right, Lwyd means grey. And yeah, so I need to get those spooky kids in the window need some attention. Actually, if I keep this up a little bit, I can just sort of see where I don't need to give so much attention in the background. Now, I had done this in a pencil, and I liked the pencil because of how scruffy it looked. But I wonder if this is still just a background layer, right? Carry on, everyone. Don't listen to me. Start with the roof. Now, you weren't here, I don't think you were here last week, Oliver, because you would have really called me out on all of these tiles, shingles, and how badly I positioned them all. You don't have to really call me out, I suppose. You can help me out in getting the name right when my brain just stops working. There is a Mari Lwyd song, that's right. It's on Oliver's Celtic Songs for You All playlist. That is fantastic. I think you're more dedicated than I am. I haven't heard that one. So I'm just gonna keep working on this rooftop for these houses. Give them some semblance of structure, as quirky wonky as they may appear. was looking at the houses that are drawn by what's his name, Francisco. Oh, his surname escapes me. He's an Italian. The Italian, Portuguese. Oh, I feel terrible now. I'm gonna have to check. I can't misname him and refer to him at the same time. Francisco Fonseca. He has really. I've had several of his images over the year because his illustration style for buildings and landscapes are just glorious with the colour, and they're so quirky and detailed. I do love his style, and he really does give you the confidence to just make things look a little bit wild. You know, wonky houses and all that, they're absolutely fine. Don't need all those straight lines. So Oliver says there's a few versions of it by different people. This is the Celtic Songs for You playlist. The Mari Lwyd song. The one on your list is by Carreg Lavar. Is that lava stone? Carreg means stone, I believe. It's also one of the song Blackthorn Ritualistic Folk sing. I don't tend to listen to many folk songs, unless they're coming into modern like Spotify, I suppose. Trying to keep my shingles keep the lines loose. Though I have just received my talking of folklore, I have just received my 2025 diary, and it's all about folk customs, and I got it off Etsy. And every page, it's a page to a week. For one page is for the week, and then the page opposite is information from somewhere around the UK in relation to folk customs. So I just thought that'd be fantastic to learn from all the way through the year, and to try and sort of remind me to get ahead of myself when it comes to stuff in the calendar. Quite often it's like the day before when I realise something dramatic is happening. And I've also got, I treated myself to a log, a slice of log, and it's been, what do they call that when it's like burnt carving, with the wheel of the year, so in bulk, Lunasa, the solstices, etc., as well as all the full and new moons with the names of the full moons, and a few other things like the zodiac dates when they change signs as well. So I think that'll be super pretty. Yeah, it looked really nice, to be fair. It's I actually needed help choosing because there were so many good options, and I didn't need all of them. But I thought, you know, you can only use it for the 1 year because obviously it's a lunar calendar basically on a log with other things that come with it, the wheel of the year, for example. But it's, you know, it's a bit different to a just a paper calendar. Thought it'd be a nice sort of different thing to look at. And after watching Devlin's live stream about the calendar, I'm actually really quite looking forward to being able to make one. So no pressure on Devlin, but I would like to watch that live stream, please. Oh, reminds me of Coronation Street. I'm just going to wrap these in for now, just to more. I'd like to put just the dark and light in rather than the detail down at this end. Okay, so I suppose I was thinking what would these be called? Rafters, beam type stuff. So I've got drain pipe this side, which sort of try and make it look like it sits just underneath these. Obviously there's going to be some sort of antenna. People still have antennas, don't they? Satellites. Oliver says, I have all the quarter days and cross quarter days in my mobile calendar and normally can't create the solar events as repeating because they move around. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. The cross quarter days are really the only ones that we can sort of rely on each year to stay relatively stable. Like a ledge, as some houses tend to have this sort of ledge at the base. Not too fussed about this edge because of it being hidden by her horse, but just in case I also move the horse, good to have some detail there ready. Oliver says, and just to confuse people even more, at the solstice we celebrate the next sunrise, so sometimes that's the same day, sometimes it's the next day. What? Yep, I'm confused myself. At solstice we celebrate the next sunrise. So the winter solstice coming up on the 21st of December. We'd celebrate on the 22nd. Hey, Apurva. Hey, Arif. Thank you for joining. Very kind of you. Oliver was just giving me a lesson in understanding how to understand the solstice calculations. Thank you for calling in all the way from Bangladesh, Arif. It must be late in the day for you there. 6 hours ahead, are you? 1:30 a.m. To be fair, that's often a time of night that I am settling into watching live streams as well. I hope you're both doing well. I'm drawing an illustration to do with the Mari Lwyd, which is a folk custom here in Wales, and it's a custom that has a rhyming creative past. It's a horse's skull that is worn with adornments of florals and like a headdress with a white sort of cloak, and it goes down the street and starts rhyming or singing poetry, and if you're able to reply also with song or poetry, then the Mari Lwyd carries on to the next house. But if you're not able to respond with song or poetry or some form of entertainment, then you are required to let the Mari Lwyd in with their entourage and provide them with food and drink. And this is for Folktale Week, and the prompt for the week was bones, and so I've used the skull bone of the horse to be my little prompt. And at the moment I'm just drawing a terraced street like you'd find in Coronation Street, but more run down, I suppose, cracked, quirky. There'll be hanging baskets, I'm sure. Something colourful. Hang on. So Arif, you're able to hear me talk, or are you able to hear the music? Sorry, you're probably talking about the fact that it's 1:30 in the morning and it's calm. And Oliver's talking about Stonehenge celebrations, not your regular folk solstice celebrations. My nana used to live on Coronation Street, a real Coronation Street in Salford, and they looked remarkably like the film set. So let's do some of these house things. Probably use a little bit too crooked, this one. You work in Salford, do you, Oliver? Media City? My family are from Salford. My dad's family, and plenty of my mum's family. Probably gonna add some sort of feature here, like a wooden. I do like wooden beams. I think they look pretty cool. Let's add some sort of wooden thing here. Ah, okay. My daughter used to live opposite Media City, Pomona Strand. Those big, tall, ship-shaped buildings. Yeah, and I've got loads of family around Salford still. All crooked. It's fine. It's fine. Let's get this door in. I think this one can have some sort of wooden arch, or wooden not a plinth. What's the other word? Not plinth. It's a m or a t word. Brain has not fired up. So what doesn't look right there? That's not right. And then I suppose here I've got to get all these sort of blocks in. These are more like blocks rather than bricks. So they'll be a bit higgledy-piggledy. Well, I hope the music's good for you, Arif, as well. It's I think I like to use. I can't hear it myself, which seems a bit peculiar for a live stream. I actually can't hear my own music, but hopefully it's coming through okay. But I did choose something that was pretty chill. For everybody who wants to join in and just do a chilled session. Oliver says, we're up there just as the pandemic was starting, and our company had told everyone who could to work from home. It was very strange, just the three of us with several empty floors to ourselves. Yeah, I bet that was. Very quiet and atmosphereless. That's a word. I'm just getting in a cleaner structure of, when I say clean, just like so I know where my lines are in pencil, so that I can get the colouring clearer, and then I probably will do these lines again with the ink pen, digital ink pen, that is. The size that I've done these was actually so that I could print them out into little art prints if I was happy with them, and so being able to do them with an ink pen, digital ink pen, the detail would be a lot crisper. It would also match the other pieces I've done as well. So let's get some windows in at the top here. Let's make this a tall, long frame. With one shutter. just make that a little bit smaller. Okay. Let's get this window in on this side. Could have something. I wonder if it's easier to draw wooden houses or brick houses. Because we've always got so many brick houses in the UK, I never think to draw wooden ones. I'm thinking maybe wooden ones would be quicker or simpler, I'm not sure, more quirky. Okay, one window, almost done. Get some cracks in there. Some bricks. Might do the edge of a door there. Potentially this door does need to be shrunk. I guess just a little bit too wide. Bring it in a bit. Right, I'm just going to get some colour on these doors and windows just to see where we're up to. sure what that is. Yeah, I've created a hook for some reason. Not sure why. Nope. Gosh, that looks very close to manure. These colours, very, yeah. That white could be a little overbearing. Might have to be darker. Elena, hello. Thanks for joining. How are you doing? I am just sketching in more of this Mari Lwyd illustration that I started 2 weeks ago, and the custom for it is coming up at the end of the month, so I wanted to try and get more of it finished. We're still in the rough stages at the moment. Thank you, Helena. That's very kind. As I said, I've got a lot of work to do on it. It's all just roughs at the moment. Trying to give it some shape, get some details down. Will I be going wassailing? I don't think so. And I've never seen it happen. I think it's probably going to be in the smaller villages west of me. Anglesey, Llyn Peninsula, probably a lot down south as well. I think it originated from down South Wales. We do some events in Denbigh, but we do a lot of Eisteddfod events, but I haven't come across wassailing, and would be ace to see it. Have you ever seen any, Oliver? Where the other counterparts of wassailing? What's the name of the English version of wassailing? What's the character called? I probably don't need to be doing all this highlight yet because I haven't got my colour sorted, but it's just nice sometimes to do that. I think these rooftops need to be much more red as well. They're too greeny. Whoops. Hopefully that has come back fairly quick, Oliver. And I was probably talking to myself before I realised that anything had stopped. So I don't know if you heard my question about whether you were. Oh, cool. Did you hear my question where I was asking whether you'd be going wassailing and what the English equivalent is? Is there a name for the English equivalent to Mari Lwyd? I need to check my light source. Where's my light coming from? Do you know what? I'm going to merge that together instead. suppose these could be rounded shingles, rounded transtrum. That's the word I was looking for, to do with the thing holding the door. But is that the transtrum that goes across the window, the middle of the door, or is it above it? And what's the M word? Am I thinking of mantle? Oliver says, I don't think there's a Mari Lwyd equivalent. English with sailing seems to be more singing and drinking in orchards than going door to door. That's true, actually, isn't it? There are things that dress up, but I wondered if there was a character that sort of stood out as being definitely part of the English custom. Morris dances. Yes, there are Morris dances. That's not wassailing though, is it? Because I'm sure they're to do with May Day. And I think I probably need some more archy wooden beam thingies. And actually that could help give me the sections that divide up to houses. Get some of these lines under control, give them a bit more character. There's nothing like having to draw buildings for you to realise how they're actually put together. When you think of all the detail that really does go into a house to keep it staying upright. Quite remarkable. Okay, so I can put this colour in over here. Oh, so Oliver says the wassail king or queen dresses up. Apparently, Morris dancers do make an appearance too. And in Cornwall, they seem to have a Mari Lwyd equivalent, but I don't know what it's called. Yes, it looks like a devil with a huge big skirt. If I'm remembering that correctly. Some sort of red, because they dress up in red and white, don't they? God, I'm not on the wrong layer. Okay, I've got my dividers in. Bring this horse back up. Right, okay, I need that window in the background. Oof, that door is tiny. Make this door bigger. I won't give this one a window box. Oliver says apparently there's a sailing event in the orchard at NT Lyvedon, and that's not far from where Oliver is. Sorry if I've said that wrong. Lyvedon? It's almost got my name in it. Lyvedon. Does that mean you're gonna go? And experience for sailing. Lyvedon, Northamptonshire. Okay, so it could be anything. Okay. This window's basically going to be hidden anyway. Let's just do this door down here. Took. Oh, did I want to do that? Oh, that's where my. Yeah, it's fine. That looks like a pretty nice street. It's going to be in the dark, but it's nice to see some detail. Can just add a little bit up here for this antenna. Oh, probably very dark rather than much. It has some highlights on it, there we go. Highlights to come later. Right, let's sort these people out, these kids in the window. Ah, I didn't do the transom bar on this one. Am I saying it right? Is it transom bar, the one that goes across? Yeah, in Llandale. That's down south, isn't it? Llandale. Got these funky windows going on. I don't really know if I've drawn these out right. Let's have another go. Don't want to make them too neat. And then my side window. Let's just turn that down a bit so I can see. Yeah, Carmarthenshire. That's all the way at the bottom of Wales. Something tells me you'd be able to get there quicker than I ever would. What with HS2 and all. And if you can hear that noise, that is my dogs downstairs play fighting. Or one is probably play fighting, the other one is telling it to go away. Okay, got my window, just get the colour back up. And then these creepy kids. I mean, they're not meant to be creepy, they just look a little suspicious. Try again. So just to clarify, I am still here, and yeah, part 3. Thank you for sticking with me, Oliver, because this is just crazy. I think this is the app giving out, or the app, whatever they're doing is giving out, because even the watching now for me shows 0. So, oh dear. Well, I think I will just do something with these kids and then I'll probably call it a day. I just wanted to give these kids a little bit of love and maybe some creepy factor, like maybe a little hand at the window. Like, what? Maybe not looking like the sticking fingers up at the window, but more let's have a look. What do kids' hands look like? There's a bit of a square, and there's what I do. Probably don't need so much detail. There we go, something like that. Little round face. Just give a bit of colour for the one at the front. Just to get me started. Give it some nice ginger hair. Some green bedclothes. There we go. I think I'll just leave it at that. As a to be continued. Bring back up the details. Still got the cobble street to do and all the light and shade and all the cracks and the bricks. However, there we go. So yeah, that's it from me. Thank you very much for joining. Let's take a quick screenshot of this. There we go. Oh, did that work? There we go. Thank you, Oliver. That's very kind. And so this was my last stream and wasn't uneventful. Thank you very much, Oliver, for joining. And to Arif and Apurva and Helena, who also stopped by. Hope you have a good week, Oliver. I'm offline now till Monday. Monday I'll be streaming at 7 o'clock again, and this time with Delta Tango Mike on his stream, but somehow it will be just available somewhere on the Ethernet. And then January it will be Twitch time. Thanks for joining me and have a wonderful weekend. Take care. Bye.